What is up, guys? Welcome to the show. I am your traditional extremist. All right, we got the military's getting more woke, and I think it's going to be dangerous for our soldiers, our Marines, our sailors, coasties, all of them. It's going to be dangerous for all of our military when we got stuff like this happening.
Do you support the military adopting that EV fleet by 2030?
I do, and I think we can get there as well. And I do think that reducing our reliance on the volatility of...
Oh my god, okay, we got to make everything electrical vehicle. So, alright, we're going to break this down. Before we do, hit that like button, share the video, subscribe, let me know what you think about this. And also check out my store, Traditional Extremist Apparel. Just like this nice fancy shirt with the 1776 flag with a rifle flagpole. Looks pretty slick. I like it. If you like stuff like this, or just patriotic shirts, political shirts, go check it out. I got some good stuff. Alright, so what just happened right there? The Biden Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm says she supports requiring the U.S. military to adopt an all-electric vehicle fleet by 2030. Okay, let's take a look at some electric vehicles. What are we seeing across the country, and then these aspirations to have nothing but electrical vehicles? So first of all, you see that whatever they propose, like how many mileage they're going to get, like how long they're going to function for, you see a massive degradation in battery life within like the first 6 months to a year. That it can lose like 10 to 20% of the charge that it'll hold, of the how far it'll take a vehicle to, how far a vehicle will be able to travel with batteries. We see that it doesn't operate well in cold, that if it gets too cold, that it just won't function at all. And the infrastructure that's required to charge those batteries, to those electric vehicles, what it takes to, like, the charging stations, it's far more expensive to charge it for people, and it takes longer. So it makes, all in all, it makes vehicles more, the vehicle's ineffective compared to a gas operating one, a combustible vehicle, or combustible engine. So, and then, like I said, the infrastructure's not there, the charging stations aren't there. What it's going to take, like what they want to do with making all electrical vehicles in the United States, the amount of charging stations and the amount of precious metals that it takes, the amount of copper, the amount of lithium, the amount of all these cobalt, all these things that it takes to make these batteries and to make these charging stations, like, we're nowhere near close to that. And even then when you build this, does that really solve the environment crisis when it takes fossil fuels to create the energy that's going to be going through those, through the charging stations into the vehicle? The energy that was required is still made by fossil fuels. So, I don't know what we're really solving, but my point here with they're pushing this on the military is, so we're now going to go to less dependent vehicles. You're going to have an electric vehicle. It's going to have to go in cold climates, hot climates, things like that. Where are you going to charge that? Where are our military vehicles going to be able to charge themselves if they're out in some foreign country driving around? What happens when those things degrade fast and then they're not carrying our troops where they need to be? What happens when those vehicles break down and then it puts our guys in a much more dangerous situation where they don't have dependent mobility? They don't have the vehicles that would get them. Do you understand how much danger that is going to put our guys in when the vehicles are not as capable as they're used to? Like, you're taking down our combat effectiveness at an insane amount. This is, and granted, I spent 5 years in the Marines. I was pogue as hell, but I can still kind of see the lines of where combat effectiveness is going to be altered by using electric vehicles. I think it's easy to see, and I think it's shit like this that makes no one want to join the military now. Usually, the people that want to join the military are these younger guys and girls that are patriotic. They're like, I love my country. I love what it stands for. I love the idea of freedom and liberty and everybody to have these rights. I want to go fight and defend that. That's what most people think about nowadays. But our young generations are now being told that this is a racist country. This is a terrible country. It's never been great. It's awful. That's what you have a lot of politicians on the left and people on the left that are telling kids, and especially the left people that are indoctrinating young kids in schools, and that's what's being fed to our young children. So first of all, why would they grow up and want to join the military? Our recruiting numbers are insanely low. the military is becoming ever more woke within it. Like I got out over 4 years ago, but even then I was forced to go to a unconscious bias class where I was given a list of 100 different statements that could possibly be deemed offensive to someone, and I could be in trouble for if I said it. Which one said, "You look nice today"? Like, just saying the wrong thing in the military will get you fried. And the thing that civilians don't understand is you're under the UCMJ, and under that you can be punished by your commander virtually for anything. It's under his discretion, and so your career could be put at a stop because of something you could say that offended someone or something that you posted online. So you have to be very careful while you're in the military. But more and more, we're filling it with woke garbage bullshit. We're filling it with 18 sexual assault briefings every single year that you got to go through a training day of them telling you how to not rape someone. And it's just, when you join the military, you don't think of joining and having these constant briefs and being treated like a child and being told, like, this is how you don't rape people, okay? Like, I didn't join up to do that. And then no one wants to stay in. Anyone that did join and has that shit shoved down their throats, and then has the idea of either like the transgenderism bullshit shoved down their throats, and like, you can't say anything about this, you can't talk, you can't have an opinion. If you do, we're gonna fry you, and your career is gonna be over. No one wants to deal with that. I don't want to deal with it. That's part of the reason I got out, and I see the things that are happening, and the quotas that we're doing, and the fact that politics is becoming more involved in military. Why anyone would want to join now? It's getting harder of a thing to rationalize. I mean, used to, like, there was some benefits to it, like the fact that they're going to pay for your college. Okay, well, what do you got Democrats doing right now? They're trying to hand out free college to people anyways. They're trying to pay off student debts. So there goes that. A young guy that might be thinking about doing it is like, well, I'm just going to hang out and go to school and get it paid for free by the government. Why would I join the military? Why would I subject myself to that? And then we're on the verge of World War III with Biden pushing us with Ukraine. We've already got boots on the ground in Ukraine. We're sending them hundreds of billions of dollars resources. We're giving them intel reports. We're virtually almost like we're involved in the war just as much as anyone else. Like, I don't know what it takes. We haven't officially been involved in a war since World War II, because that's the last time Congress had declared one. But like, that's what everyone says. We're not at war. We're not like. I mean, what point? At what point do we go in war? And then you got China that's looming over Taiwan and sending missiles over, and like, so we got things happening that makes it kind of a very sketchy time to go, yeah, I'm gonna go join the military. This is gonna be great. I'm gonna go join the military where they're gonna shove woke bullshit down my throat, where they're gonna then put my ass in an electrical vehicle that's gonna shut down halfway across down the road in a desert or mountain range anywhere, like, and then like, cool, like, that's what's gonna happen, like, oh my god. And there's a whole, I'm not even gonna get into the thing with quotas of like women and minorities being involved, but I mean, like, I've had Marine recruiters tell me that they have candidates for certain positions, but they won't give it to the guy because he's a white male. And instead of filling a role of like a combat or like a fighter jet captain or a pilot, that they won't fill it because the guy's race and color. So more and more the military is becoming less about your abilities and your merit, and more of just what you are, what gender and color you are. It's becoming, it's more and more woke every single day. Everyone saw the Army commercial. If you didn't, go look at the Army commercial that was about 2 lesbian moms. That's what the Army commercial was about. Like, it's not a good time for the military, and they keep making it worse and worse and worse. And I see shit like this, and I'm going, cool, that's gonna get guys and girls killed. That's what that's gonna do. Politics, people getting involved, wanting to care about the environment, even though they're destroying the environment and making these electric vehicles. They're destroying it just as much or more than what it takes to get petroleum. But because we're involving politics into military, we're going to get more guys killed. And that's what I'm pissed off about. That shit right there. I don't know. Like I said, I'm a pogue. I was a pogue. So maybe I'm just an idiot, but I feel like that's some dumb shit right there. Let me know what you think, guys. Go check out my store. Until next time, y'all have a wonderful day.